In a world brimming with metahumans, our story begins late one night inside a quiet museum. Oliver Hart, a night guard in his late 30s, patrols the relic hall alone, his flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. Suddenly, strange noises echo around him, and a sharp pain pierces his head. Whispers invade his mind, growing louder and more insistent. Beside him, a golden artifact begins to glow, the Mask of Eidolon. This ancient relic is known to possess its host, multiplying their power by feeding on fear and grief. The mask speaks directly to Oliver, its voice a malevolent hiss in his thoughts. It overwhelms his will, and with a flash of light, forcibly bonds to him. His eye glows a sinister yellow, the white of his eye turning pitch black. A smirk twists his lips as the mask takes complete control. The next morning, the museum director makes a frantic call to Apex, an elite metahuman team. The team members, Elijah, Omar, Michael, and Ben, are all seasoned heroes in their late 30s. The director explains that the Mask of Eidolon is missing. All security systems mysteriously failed, and the night guard, Oliver, is completely unresponsive. At the mention of his name, Ben speaks up. He knew Oliver from their time at Hero University. Ben reveals that Oliver always kept to himself, terrified of his own empathy powers, which were slowly evolving into full-blown telepathy. He feared hurting people with his abilities. Convinced Oliver is somehow involved, Ben volunteers to check on him while the rest of the team monitors his vitals from their base. Ben arrives at Oliver's suburban house to find the front door slightly ajar. Inside, files and papers are scattered across the floor in a chaotic mess. Suddenly, Oliver appears, his demeanor unnaturally calm, almost robotic. Ben immediately senses something is wrong. This isn't the man he knew. He draws his katana, the polished steel gleaming in the dim light, and demands to know what's going on. The possessed Oliver just smiles. He activates the mask's power, unleashing a psychic assault that mentally overwhelms Ben, knocking him unconscious in an instant. When Ben wakes up, he's no longer in Oliver's house. He's trapped inside Oliver's mind, a fractured, nightmarish mental landscape. In the distance, he sees the real Oliver, crouched in a corner, consumed by fear. Oliver explains that the mask is feeding on his terror and his grief over his uncontrolled powers, growing stronger with every passing moment. Back at Apex headquarters, alarms blare as Ben's vital signs crash. Omar, the team's teleporter, zaps him back to base. Michael, the medic, works frantically to stabilize him while Elijah, the team leader, analyzes his condition. He confirms Ben's life force was drained like a battery. Wasting no time, Elijah sends Omar to stay with the recovering Ben, while he and Michael hunt down Oliver's possessed body. Inside Oliver's mind, Ben stands as a protector, shielding the terrified man from a monstrous version of himself created by the mask. This evil entity mocks Ben, amplifying his deepest insecurities and fears. Chains forged from shadow erupt from the ground, slamming Ben against a wall as the entity floods Oliver's mind with pure terror. But Ben refuses to give up. He urges Oliver to stop running, to embrace his power instead of fearing it. Fight back. Jails. His words break through the haze of fear. Oliver unleashes a massive burst of raw telepathic energy, shattering the evil version of himself and freeing Ben from the shadowy chains. In the real world, Elijah and Michael are locked in a desperate battle with Oliver's possessed body. They're both badly injured, outmatched by the mask's amplified power. Through there comes Omar relays a crucial piece of information he has gleaned from Ben's mind. To escape the mental prison and defeat the mask, they must all confront their greatest fears. Oliver's fear is losing control of his power. Ben's fear is leadership, born from the guilt of losing friends he once led in battle. Together, inside Oliver's mind, they face their demons. Head on, as they find courage, the mental world around them shatters. They awaken back in the real world, their combined power overloading and destroying the Mask of Eidolon for good. 3 months later, a new era begins for Apex. Oliver Hart is now a full-fledged member of the team. He fights alongside Ben, their powers perfectly complementing each other. They are a true yin and yang duo, mind and body, fear and strength ready. to face any threat that comes our way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more.